Hey, it's Hannah from Hanana Beauty, and today I'm going to teach you how to create this look using blue eyeshadows on the eyelid and purple eyeshadow on the bottom lid. And what inspired me was this matte color by MAC Electric Eel. It's this really bright matte blue color that was actually the first eyeshadow I ever purchased when I was 13. I don't know what I was planning to do with that color because I don't know, I never really liked it after I bought it. I thought it was kind of ugly. But I finally have come up with a really great eye look using this color, and I'm so excited to show it to you. So please stay tuned if you're interested in achieving this gorgeous look that I've achieved today. Thank you. So I've already primed my eyelids by using MAC's Bare Steady paint pot here, and I've just put that right above my eyelid to kind of even out my canvas and take away the small veins. And next I'm going to use my Color Tattoo pot by Maybelline. This color is Eternal Silver, and this will look really beautiful with the blues I'm going to be using. So for this I'm just going to use my middle finger and kind of rub it in the pot just like that. And then I'm going to dab it and work it into my eyelid, just putting it all over the lid. Okay. Now, once I'm finished that, I'm going to grab my rounded tip flat brush here by MAC. This is MAC 239. And I'm going to be using MAC's Electric Eel color. Now this is a really, really bright matte blue color, and I always thought it was kind of an ugly color, but after combining it or making this combination on my eye, I actually have grown to really like it, so maybe I'll finally get some use out of it. Okay, so I'm going to just pat the color onto the brush, as you can see, and I'm going to start placing it or dabbing it on the eyelid up to the middle of my eye. So I'm only going about halfway in because I want to keep the inner part of my eye really light with a silver color just to brighten the eye. Just dabbing that in. I'm going to add a bit more color. Alright, and then once you've finished that and you've achieved, I guess, as much drama as you wanted, you can go ahead and finish, and then taking the same brush, just wipe it clean. Any kind of round, flat brush, like I've got here, will do. I'm going to be using Plumage by MAC. This is also a matte shade. This is like a navy blue color. And I'm going to dab my brush the same way that I did with the Electric Eel color. And I'm going to place that in the outer corner of my eye just to give this look some definition. Now, with any color, no matter how wild it is, the key to pulling it off is keeping the inner corner light. So you can use basically the same color, but just using different hues of it. So you want to keep the inner corner really light. You know, in the middle of the eye, you want like a mid-tone color. And then in the outer corner, you want a really dark color just to give your eye some definition, give the look some definition. So don't be afraid of really bright colors or maybe colors that aren't worn as often. So I'm just keeping that in the outer corner. Alright. So now that I've finished that, I'm going to quickly just kind of buff it out and blend it in. So as you can see, I'm blending the top edges just so that it, you know, doesn't look too harsh and ugly. Blending that in a windshield wiper motion. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so now I'm going to take an angled brush here. This is my MAC 275. And I'm going to be using Wedge Matte by MAC. That's a tongue twister. And I'm using this as my transition color. It's just a light brown color that I always place right between where I'm going to put my highlight and where I've placed my eyeshadows on the eyelid. So I'm just swiping that. No real special technique for that. Alright. So now I'm actually going to be using a couple of colors from this Kat Von D palette that I have. It's the True Romance eyeshadow palette, and it has this really beautiful set of colors. You've got some greens and blues, and then some purples and champagne colors. So I'm going to be pulling from both sides of this palette. I'm going to begin with the highlight color here on the end. Right here, this color is called Sugar Skull, and I'm going to be taking a pencil brush for that. This is my MAC 219, just quickly dabbing it in. And I'm going to use this for the inner corner of my eye, as I always do, just to brighten it. And I'm going to draw that outwards to the bottom half. So as you can see, or maybe you can't, I don't know, this color has a really good color payoff, almost too good. It looks like I've put a little bit too much on. So I'm going to blend that out to make it look a little bit more normal. Okay, and once I've done that, I'm actually going to be switching to purple for my bottom lash line here. And the color I'm going to be using is called Prague. It's this kind of deep, almost burgundy purple here. And I'm going back to my 239. And on the opposite side of it, where I haven't used the blue, I'm just going to dab it into that purple. And then I'm going to draw that on my bottom lash line, going halfway in, just kind of mimicking the color scheme on my eyelid, so fading from light to dark. And I actually think the purple adds a kind of a nice touch. It's different, you know, not everything is blue. Okay, so I think that's as dark as I want it. Now I'm going to line what's called my waterline with just a black eyeliner pencil. This one is Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Kajal from Rimmel. And the waterline, I think I've explained before, is not where your lashes are. It's in a bit further. And the way you do that is you just take whichever finger you want. Okay, I'm going to take my index finger here. And you slightly pull down on the skin right underneath your eye, so that you can access the waterline, and I'm going to put this black eyeshadow, or I'm sorry, eyeliner there. And this is just to give my eyes I guess a cleaner, more dramatic look. Sorry, I'm blinking a lot. It's really, I don't know, my eyes are very sensitive. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to finish off with my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner with a felt tip. Okay, and I'm just going to be placing this on my upper lash line. So the trick to this is just to kind of move across the upper lash line with small little, I guess, strokes like this, all the way across. I'm just going to create a really thin line. Okay, a thin line, and I'm actually going to wing it out. I don't know if you can see on my other eye that I've created a wing, so I'm going to do the same on this eye. Now, the way you create a winged liner is actually easier than it might seem. First, what you want to do, where your bottom lash line ends, is you want to find the corner right here, where both lids meet. Now, in that corner, you want to take your eyeliner, and you're going to start drawing a line from that outer corner upwards, kind of like in a diagonal motion, like I'm doing right here. Okay, so that's diagonal if you can see it. Now I want to make sure that it's the same length as the other. You don't want to have one huge wing over here and a little one over here, because that's going to look ridiculous. And once you've drawn that line as a guide for yourself, you kind of want to draw a little triangle to connect it, the outer wing, to the line you've already drawn on your lash line. So now I'm going to connect it just like that, and then fill in that little space that is left between connecting those two lines. So, you know, basically coloring that triangle there. Okay, and it looks like I did just what I told you not to do. Made it a little longer than the other one. Okay, now I have to bring this one out a bit. Okay, now it looks like they're even. Okay, and I decided to do wing liner because I felt like it. Okay, so now I'm going to use my MAC False Lashes mascara. Quickly put a little bit of that on. Just wiggling it in from root to tip. You can also, if you're looking for a more dramatic look, or maybe if your eyelashes aren't as full, you can put a couple coats of mascara on, and that'll thicken them up. As well, you can do what's called tight lining, where you take a black eyeliner pencil and instead of putting it on the bottom waterline that I did, you put it on the upper waterline. So same place but on the upper eyelid, and that also creates the effect of having fuller, thicker eyelashes. I should caution you though, it's kind of difficult to do without blinking a lot and getting all crazy like what I do. Okay, so now I've got the finished eye look, and I think I pulled it off quite well. So, I'm going to quickly finish off with a Kiko lip color here. This is color 102. Kiko is an Italian makeup brand. I think they only sell in Europe at the moment, unfortunately. I'm just going to put some of that on really quickly. Kind of smush it in. And there you go. There's the finished look. I hope you like it and you'll use it. And thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.